Hello, everybody. Welcome back and happy birthday, America. Hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July. I know I did. And those fireworks was a little video that I took last night when we went and watched the fireworks show. Justin and his wife invited me over, and I went and watched fireworks with them last night. And my wife and my stepdaughter is gone to Tennessee to hang out on a lake with her aunt and uncle, and I stayed home because I had so much stuff to do here around the house. I spent all last weekend shooting guns with some wonderful friends. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. Um, but I had to get caught up on some stuff around the house, and plus I work outside for a living, so going and hanging out in the heat was not the ideal getaway for me. So my wife totally understood that. She's down there having a good time. I went and had a good time watching the fireworks with Justin and his people. And now I'm out here hanging out with you guys here on this wonderful Friday night. And I'm not sure how much Benchrest we'll get to talk about tonight. Didn't even plan on having a show tonight for the fact that it is the 4th, and I knew a lot of people would be tied up out with their families watching fireworks and what have you. I hope everybody got their bellies full of some good cookout food and got to see some good fireworks displays. But we're going to start calling these people out of the back room, and we're going to get some chatting going on here. And I encourage you guys in the side chat to engage as well. And we'll see where this thing goes. I mean, I came into this with no topics tonight, so it's kind of a free for all. But I just wanted to hang out with you guys tonight. I'm here by myself in the homestead, and gonna hang out with some of my friends here for the next hour and a half. So up first we have Hasbro, and tonight he is better known as Boo Boo. How you
Hey,
doing, Hasbro? Tell us about your day.
well, that's my day. And I got a good excuse. So I'm out doing a lot of hard yard work, get that stuff done. I come inside, I'm going to put on a new barrel on a project that I'm building that Hillbilly talked me into. I blame Hillbilly. Y'all blame Hillbilly too. But I smashed that in a barrel vise. Got a great big 2 foot long wrench, an inch and a quarter nut, and that thing slipped. My finger got between it, popped right between the wrench and the vise, and off to the ER I go. So it's all good. It's just an annoyance. So y'all excuse me for not typing much because I'm a typer like this, not a typer like this. So
Oh, you're
good
gonna
being
get
with Chad, and it was an awesome weekend last weekend.
you,
I
you
haven't
gonna
had
give
that much fun.
you gonna give up your crown tonight?
Give up my crown. Oh, wait
Yeah.
a minute. I'll be right back. 1 second. Looky
So
here. Looky here. Speaking of crowns,
I don't think
not to,
this
not,
is
not, not to rub it in, but I'm going to rub it in.
I don't think
Ah,
that's the crown I was talking about. I think
oh,
I
that's
was
the one
talking
I'm talking about.
about the side chat crowns, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
okay, okay.
I'm going to give
So,
up the side chat crown
all right,
tonight. But
so
yeah,
hold that up close there. Let's see what it says on the front of it.
probably says Rimfire Dave.
No. So it says first annual Kentucky Rimfire runner up. So what we done? Dave brought us a couple of trophies, and the first trophy went to the highest score of the day, and the second trophy went to the second highest score of the day, which was Hasbro. And believe it or not, he came in and shot. Okay, the two highest scores of the day was Rimfire Dave and Bruce Copley, and they both shot a 239 with 15 X's tie.
With bench rest rifles.
Benchrest rifles. Hasbro comes in and enters the semi-auto class with a 1022, which is custom built. He built it. He shot a 238 in the semi-auto class and came in second highest score. That was awesome. And not only that, he entered the precision class with his CZ, and he won that class as well. I forget what your
Two,
score was.
237.
237. So very consistent shooting. out of Hasbro on the Rimfire match last Sunday. Too bad he wasn't ready on Saturday to shoot like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. But I'll tell you a secret that I did, Chad, and
What's
maybe you
that?
can do this. So Rimfire Dave showed me all the different flags, right? And he's going, look at this flag. When it's going right and left, don't shoot. And that's the one close to us. And then they changed the middle. And then as you went past the berm, they were going that way, right? It just happened to be I got station one. Well, the way those rotors work, there was no wind until you hit the 25-yard mark on station one. I only had to fight the last bit of wind. So you might want to get that station.
Yeah. So Dave introduced me to a lot of new little gadgets to help you read the wind this weekend. So I really appreciate the time that he spent with me and trying to make me a better shooter. And I think he passed on some advice to everybody here this weekend. He
Absolutely.
shared his knowledge, and that's what it's all about in this sport. Is not keeping that stuff to yourself, but trying to help the up and coming, so they can get better as well. And that's what I like about this sport. Is helping others. And speaking of Rimfire Dave, let's go ahead and bring him up on stage and let's hear about his week.
Hi, everybody. Well, I drove 8 hours to Kentucky and got a taste of their mountains down there. They're pretty high. And then we had 4 days of the most fun a guy could have at my age. And we shot, we talked, we laughed, we ate, and then we did it again. And we
Oh
did
wait,
it again.
wait a minute, Dave. Can we tell your age?
Sure.
75.
Yep.
But you run around like a 45-year-old man.
Yeah, no kidding.
No.
You're wide open all the time, buddy.
I only have all the way down and all the way stop.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're in good shape, buddy. Good shape.
We were thinking about doing a drug test. He was running around so much,
No.
So
A long time ago, somebody's offered me a drink. And I said, I'm already at high speed. If I had a drink, and no telling what would happen. So
I had an awesome time too, and I'm really glad to get to spend those 4 days with you. And hopefully, we can get another one scheduled and do it again here in the near future. And I look forward to that as well.
amen. Yes.
So, Helping Man says, "Hey, Dave, old guys rule." So they do. They're full of knowledge. I can tell you that. So
I just every time I looked over, he'd have a little grin on his face, and something happened. He just got better. It's like, really? Tell me about this before you do it.
yeah, Hasbro. What's his nickname? What?
Instigator.
He's the instigator.
That's not true.
It is true.
Oh, here, you're shooting a challenge. Let me just throw in some new ammo in the mix, and you were instigating. Oh, come on now. You just made me lose twice.
Right.
I was just trying to help you out. It was like a retake.
It's like a slap down.
But you know what? That video has got so many views.
Yep.
It has.
Yep.
It definitely has. So, and
So-
I'm sure people laughed and laughed and laughed.
I'm sure all of our followers are looking for the videos, but if my calculations are correct, Elijah got one full video, I got one full video, and Hasbro got one full video. The rest of it's pretty much shorts material, right, Hasbro?
Yes.
I've got it's a 2-minute video of us shooting flintlock, but that's not real long.
So
Yeah.
what I was getting at is we had so much fun and we had so much going on that the videoing kind of got pushed to the side.
It
We
did.
We need
did.
a professional crew to video us while we have fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, anyways, let's bring out some more from the back room.
Yeah.
How about George from Southern Rifle? How's your week been, buddy? You're muted.
He did.
You're muted. Now we hear
Said
you.
it's been okay. It's been a pretty good week, but not as good as yours.
Yeah. Yeah, we missed you, man. I know you
Yeah.
I know you weren't able to make it, but next time we need you there. It's a good
Yeah.
time for sure.
Yeah.
I needed somebody in my court, George.
Your court.
Notice that.
Listen, all these guys. Listen, this is all y'all are my witnesses. Even the side chat. Last Friday night we had a show, and everybody was talking about we're Team Kentucky. We're on your side. We got your back. Elijah shows up, and I look back, and every one of them sitting over there behind Elijah. I'm sitting over there by myself.
Well,
So,
until you started winning, then I moved over in the winner's circle right behind you.
bunch of traitors, traitors. So,
It tickled me watching Dave back there every time he was watching through that spot scope. He'd raise his head.
Yeah,
all you,
where he's
all,
going.
all you gotta do, all you gotta do is listen for the whisper.
Yeah.
He was whispering to somebody beside him. This one will go low. It'll go low. Watch.
He was calling my missus is what he was doing.
Yeah.
Called everybody's misses.
All right. So up next we got that American hillbilly, and he is dressed for the occasion. Let's bring him on out here. And he ain't there.
Happy birthday, America!
Oh, he's got lights too.
Heck yeah!
That's the UFO right there.
Oh, I love this holiday. Man, goodness. Yeah.
Uncle freaking Oddball. UFO.
So what's been going on your 4th of July day, hillbilly?
Ah, man, just having a good time, no doubt about it. And talking about Dave, his age and just goes. That's why he's called Super Dave. I mean, and I don't know what Hasbro done, what you guys did to him while he's down there, but I see he's still in his camper. So evidently his wife's not letting him back in the house yet.
Well, everybody was staying
motorhome,
away
I
from him.
guess.
He
Yeah.
might just smell real bad.
Yeah.
He's so excited about the next outing that he just thought he would stay in the camper ready to go.
Oh, now you got a pretty woman in there with him.
Yeah, I got somebody that's supposed to be
Girl.
asleep, but she wants to say hi again. So hang on.
Oh yeah, put her on there.
Hi.
Oh, tell
Hi,
everybody.
how you doing? Happy 4th of July.
Hi, I 4.
You're 4?
You're 4.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm William Marie Davis.
Who's that with you?
Papa's with me in the RV camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Papa? Is that Papa a pretty good fella?
Yeah, the bathroom door is just messing up.
He's a keeper, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you sure are a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot better looking than your papa.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 He's not going to disagree with you. So we got one more that slid in the back room. He's waiting to get in there. I don't see no camera on him. He's got a blank screen. But we're gonna go ahead and bring out that Justin Lowe.
Ah.
Oh,
There
I
he
got
is.
to change my audio avatar.
Better late than never.
Hey, we got a new avatar for you.
Oh, I'm about afraid of it.
Did you see it? You didn't check
No.
your email?
No, I didn't check it.
You ready? Here we go.
All right.
Oh, you
I'll
can't see
send
it.
out, yeah,
Oh no, let's put it up there, blow it up on the screen.
that's all right. We don't need that.
We thought it was awesome.
This is your new logo.
No,
Does
Yeah.
it say Iron Sight Smartass?
no, I didn't get that, George.
Hey, Justin Lowe, how low can you go?
I guess pretty low to hang out with you guys.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
Except for
true.
Dave and George.
Yeah.
you wouldn't have had it any other way.
I know. I'm a glutton for punishment.
I reckon. You fixed the bean hamburger, by the way.
From
Oh,
the
yeah, that
dollar
was
store.
awesome.
Yeah, dollar
But it was
store
good.
hamburgers, man, they were on point. We got one of those new Dollar General markets, and Justin ran over and got some hamburger stuff and grilled them things up. Man, it was good.
I'd say everybody was just hungry, probably.
Yeah, Helping Man said he likes your new avatar.
See if they like this one.
We'll come up with something better than that.
Yeah, here we're gonna show off another one.
Chad got a new nickname.
That's the bulldog. You can't see it. It
No,
says "Day at the
no.
Range" on his collar.
We're not allowed to use that nickname anymore. Elijah's wife got mad at him for doing that.
Yeah.
You're forevermore cheesehead.
He got beat by the 22 Savage and got put in a doghouse.
Yeah, I'll have a talk with him. We'll get that sorted out.
Well, I sent him a text and told him to tell her that none of us was offended by his actions, that we all had a great time, and he said that text didn't even faze her. She's still mad at him.
Oh gosh. Oh,
He probably wrote him a ticket.
Yeah. She's like, I can't believe you went down there and was so disrespectful.
We all had a great time.
Yeah, everybody was ribbing everybody.
Yep.
So, well, it is the 4th of July, and it is a celebration of the birth of America. And, man, what better country could we live in? Our freedoms here, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that fought for our freedoms. If you think we got it bad here, try to go somewhere else. I mean, we got a great country, and I am thankful for that. So I hope everybody got a chance to get out and celebrate today. I know Justin had me over last night to watch the fireworks, and that's what the intro was the fireworks over at Justin's, and I had a good time. So let's call out the side chats, shall we? So how about everybody type in America?
Oh yeah, I'm liking that.
I'll have to peck it in. It may take me a while.
America,
baby.
There you go. I got 3 letters in it. Guessed it for me.
I only type with one finger anyhow, has bro.
I can't. It's like, man, I use 2 hands. I have for so long. It's like,
and I took typing in school. That's all they taught us.
They didn't help you.
So looks like
I get your money back.
Go back, eh?
Looks like I got in there first. So up next we got Dave Gardner. He's on the panel and in the side chat. We got Helping Man. We got Hasbro, TJ Fishing, and we got Mr. Bob Dabalino says America, Randy K, Ron 2A Matters, Fuku YT, better known as Boomstick, and John Kirkpatrick. That's a new name. Happy birthday, America. And I know there's more of you. We got 26 view, and if you want your name called out on the side chat, type in America. Also, don't forget to go smash the like button. I appreciate everybody getting over here on the 4th of July and spending a little bit of time with us. Hasbro, you got a Rimfire Dave avatar. Oh, there's Ronald Eastman's jumped in there. He says America. So yeah, back to the weekend. I know we talked a little bit about it last week. We'll just take turns going around the room. And George, you and Hillbilly, if you got questions or you want to add to it, you certainly can. we'll have Hasbro and Dave and Justin give a little bit of input about what took place. And Hasbro, we'll start with you, buddy. If you want to go first. You got here on Friday, right?
I did.
And that
We
four
rolled in.
hour that 4 hour trip took like 8 hours, right?
It was a long haul, boy.
Well, if Brent, if
Construction in the middle of Kentucky and nowhere. It's like I'm out. We're starting to say get a little bit more remote, but no, they shut down all the roads in one lane, and
if you and
um,
Brendan wouldn't have left everything at home, had to go home twice. I mean,
that's true. I left the flintlock at home, and I'm glad I went back after that.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
So that is weird though, and uh, the time to lay asphalt is in the hot seasons, and that's also vacationing time. So
yep,
it makes for chaos because they're trying to get the roads paved and updated, and you got people trying to travel and go on vacation, and it's just it's awful. But we got to have our roads updated.
and
So,
honestly, you got really nice roads in that area. I was uh, really shocked. They're nice, and so it's like once I was on them, that was good for an RV anyway.
okay, Alaska One Andy jumped in there and said America. Southern Rifle, which is George. He's in the panel in the side chat. So after you got here, Hasbro, how did it go?
Well, I tell you what, you guys set things up first class. I rolled into the shooting club, and Justin's got a spot all set up for the RV, electricity set up behind the shooting range, the rifle range. And first thing I did was unload Brendan, my nephew, and tell him over there. Here's a gun over there. Here's some shells. Go shoot trap. And
Trap.
he
Yeah.
had the time of his life. He was just having fun. And they finally talked me into go over there, and I was glad I did. Except Justin, he repaired the thing, except for the left-hand station, it was messed up.
Nice.
I stood at that station. You couldn't. I missed 5 in a row, and then
Something's wrong with it.
there was something wrong. Yeah, but other than that, I hit him really well. So we had a lot of fun on Friday night, and it just kept going. And then he had a really nice private range set up on Saturday. I mean, that's a beautiful place. Really, really cool. And then awesome Benchrest contest on Sunday afternoon. It was just really cool. First class.
Yeah, shout out to Justin because one thing about Justin, he's all about presentation. So he spent 2 or 3 days before y'all got here mowing grass, weed eating, getting things tidied up, getting rid of the hornet's nests.
That's a good thing.
He had a
That's a
hornet's
good
nest.
thing.
He had a hornet's nest that was right under the shooter's bench seat.
Oh, at the
So,
range on Saturday?
no, they wasn't. He got rid of them before y'all got there.
No, I mean at the range that we went to on
Yeah,
Saturday.
Yeah.
See, Justin, I would have left it. That would have made for some great
For some
videos.
entertainment.
You should have made.
Good
Should have.
content.
Yeah, leave it. That's where Chad should have shot. We might have had a chance.
Yep. There was a hornet's nest at the other range too that I about got ate up at. And
Oh,
I fought hornets at both ranges last week.
Wow.
dang.
They're bad this year.
Yep. So,
Something real quick. If you're in it's wintertime and you find a hornet's nest out in the woods, don't take it in your house because it looks really cool.
You can warm them up.
Because they will thaw out. I knew somebody that did that.
yep.
No danger in me doing that.
I don't fool with them. I've knock on wood. I have never been stung by a hornet, and I was weed eating with my grandfather one time, and he got too close to a nest, and one hit him right there in the forehead, and I watched it knock my grandpa off his feet. It hit him so hard, and they're bad dudes. I'll tell you that.
They'll hit a windshield so hard they just splatter. I mean, setting still, like a vehicle setting still. Yeah. Doing excavating, building trails like roads and stuff.
We got
make
those.
a run for the rig, get in, shut the door, and they just kill themselves hitting the windshields and stuff.
Yeah, we got the little black and white ones, and if they get after you, they say the only way to get away from them is get in a hole of water.
Dude, when I was a teenager, I was logging, and we got a tree hung up, fell into another tree, you know. Ricky said, go saw the top out of that so that tree will fall. And so I grabbed a big old commercial pulling chainsaw. I reached and grabbed it. It didn't have a muffler on it. It'd ring your head, buddy. Anyway, I fired it up. I reached up there, started sawing on that. And I seen these little black things go back and forth, you know. And I thought, what the hell? I started looking around, son. They was all over me. And they was attacking the saw, is what it was. They got me 13 times up and down this arm before I had enough damn sense to let go of the saw. I took off running, but the saw was still running. And they were following that saw and me too. And finally I got smart enough to drop the damn saw. Ricky's definitely allergic to them. If they had got Rick, you know, if he'd have done it, he'd have died.
Yeah, got in a yellow jacket's nest one time, dozing the road, and the cat dozer vibrating. They were going after it. I jumped off and ran. Luckily, I was able to throw it in park, you know, just left it running. And I had to go back there at nighttime to shut it off because every time we try to go back there, they'd start swarming again.
Mm.
There's some bad little dudes, man.
Yeah.
Got a bad attitude.
So Hasbro, back to your weekend. You put out a video this week, so give us a little commentary about that video.
Which one? The one I have to admit to, or the one I want to admit to?
The 6.5 Creedmoor one?
I think you know which one.
Let's talk about Creedmoor, Justin.
The
6.5.
The 6.5 Creedmoor video was not your video. That was my video.
Okay.
Yeah, I did put out a video. I got robbed twice in a row. That's all I'm saying. Oh man, we had a good time with those Savage FVs, but that stupid cold bore shift, and I wasn't smart enough. We were sitting there talking about before in the green rooms. But if I had just shot at where the first cold bore hit, I'd done really well.
Yeah, aim at
but
your
I'm not
shot.
that smart.
That's what I was
I'm
thinking.
just not that smart.
Yep.
Shoot your bullet hole.
So this guy has an FV. So next year in 2026, he needs to be at the Savage against Savage. And also, Dave over there, he went and picked him up an FV. Trying to get ready for next year. He's so excited about next year, he's done went and bought the firearm for it.
I think less of you, Dave.
Oh, God.
We got Chris Lang that's jumped in there. Hey, Chris, happy 4th of July to you, buddy. So, yeah. So Elijah challenged me to Savage against Savage, and I squeezed one out on him and beat him, and then Hasbro was like, I don't want a piece of this. So he didn't try it once, he tried it twice. And second time we shot the instigator's ammo, so we was both shooting the same ammo, same lot number, and my gun just, it was on point. And somebody taught me how to read some wind, so
that helped a lot.
Yep. So Helping Man says skip the Savage and move on to the CZ 457. Well, why would I do that? I'm the Savage King right now.
It's true. Skip it. I want you to start developing a new CZ. Yeah, you got a 455 to develop. You need to get on that.
I got a 455 and a 457, so
you got that MTR. Yeah,
I do. Yep.
That's a fine rifle right out of the box.
I have an MTR as well.
I spent a crazy amount of money to take a group from like that big to that big And that's all the better you get. You spend a lot of money to get there. Dave just laughing. He knows that game. You spend a lot of money to get a quarter of an inch.
All right, so for the next shoot, we need to do Savages,
And CZs.
CZs,
And Stevens
Tikas.
15As.
Tikas. Are you going out to buy a Tika, Dave?
I have one.
I don't have a Tika.
You're worse than Boomstick.
No, Tika T1.
Yep, I got one
Yep.
in layaway.
Ah, see?
So there's J Delta 22 shouting out to Mr. Boom and Chris. And Helping Man says he loves his MTR.
I'll
And
probably get an MTR.
John
this summer.
Kirkpatrick says, I hope you guys get together again. I enjoyed watching the competition. It was a competition. So
There was fun and serious competition going on.
It was a good time. And I wished you guys could have saw the look on Elijah's face when I got the Savage BR out of the case.
Yeah, that was so funny. That was so worth it.
He said, "What is that?" And I said, "That's my Savage." He goes, "No." I was like, "Well, I'll let you choose. I'll shoot this or I'll shoot my regular Savage." And he goes, "No, you brought that, and I've been working on mine." He said, "So let's go with it." So
he wasn't scared.
Yeah. The problem is my regular Savage that I shot against Hasbro, it shot better than the BR. So if I'd have shot my regular Savage against him, it would have been even worse for him.
But that BR, you were fighting, firing and stuff like that. But when it fired, some of those 3-shot groups were like, holy cow! I can't wait to see what it does.
It's getting ready to have another range day. I think I have all the bugs worked out.
Yeah, because it was, when it was on, it was amazing.
Elijah shot a real good group with it.
Leather Action 122 jumped in there, says he hopes everybody's having a really good 4th. And next Friday, he should be on the show with us here. I've invited him the last couple of weeks, but he had some things going on. And next week, we should have a new face on the panel. So we look forward to having you, buddy. Can't wait to have you on here.
I hope he shows up in a leather shirt or leather jacket and leather hat. Because he's got some sweet leather work.
So, Elijah, after we got done shooting, he wanted to shoot the BR, and he sat down and shot the BR. And I think he just done a 3-shot group, didn't he, Dave?
5 shots.
Oh,
please.
5
He
shots.
shot 5. He shot it. It was 350. That was a good group.
And he shot a .350. So the gun's got potential. We had to work out some light strike issues. So.
And of course, we had to really let Chad have it every time it happened. They were merciless.
Yeah, I'll just say this: y'all better be glad that Elijah edited all the light strikes out.
It'd been a 45-minute video.
That video would have been it'd been 45 minutes long. Yeah. So,
Dave, did you give me cleaning lessons while you're down there?
He did.
Just one.
He did, but it didn't take. So Elijah shows up with this hand shoots. He's like, I brought this hoping one of you guys could help me get it shooting because, man, I just can't get it to shoot. Dave grabs hold of it. We set up a canopy for Dave with the table and all of his cleaning gear. He goes over there and he does the Rimfire Dave cleaning on it, which is all of about 45 minutes. And when he gets done, it's squeaky clean. Elijah sits down and shoots it, and shoots what he says was probably the best group of his lifetime.
Oh.
The gun was shooting on point. Unbelievable. Well, Elijah released a video today shooting that very same gun, and it didn't shoot so well. And Dave says that he did not clean it after he shot it at our range. He took it home and shot it again dirty, and it's all over the place again. So
Likes to
that's
be clean.
one thing about being. That's what I was talking to Dave about earlier. The best thing about knowing that your gun likes to be clean is you can take yourself out of the equation. Clean that gun. If you know it likes to be clean it every time. Why wouldn't you? Why would
Hey,
you take a chance
is there
on going
something
out?
unusual about those and shoots that they need to be really, really clean? Because a lot of mine, it's somewhere in between, right? You don't want them really, really foul, but you don't want them clean either.
They're all different. You know, no two guns are the same.
Yep.
Yep.
Clean
But
mine whatever 200 rounds, whether it needs it or not.
but I really but I really enjoy having a firearm that I know likes to be clean because I mean you just eliminate your accuracy issues. You can altogether like No Pro. You know, I'm sure everybody on here's watched No Pro's videos. No Pro stated in his videos every time he goes out and shoots, he takes that gun home and he cleans it, spotless. I mean, he knows that that gun likes to be clean, and
Yep.
he shoots it rather well. Uh, some other guys out here are trying this no clean up to 1,000 rounds, and their guns are shooting good, but at some point that accuracy is going to fall off.
And you don't know
Dude,
when.
I think somebody on
Yeah.
here, somebody on YouTube had like 10,000 rounds on their 40X. Said it shot as good as it did when it was new. Well, how the hell you know? When did he clean it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, got
Yeah.
boomstick in the side chat shouting out a bunch of people. They must be trying to get the crown. Hasbro, you better get busy, babe. Yeah. So I think that video was just released today, Dave, didn't you say?
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah. This evening, he said around 5 o'clock or so, he released it.
Yeah. I mean, he did okay, but he could have done a lot better.
Chris Lang says, I learned some lessons about cleanliness. He said, I guess my guns like it dirty. Yep. Columbia Mountain Kennel says exactly what I was trying to say. You can control clean. You can't control dirty.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of the few things you can control.
Yep.
Well, I can shoot Benchrest and centerfire. When I shot IBS or UBR, either one, or NBRSA, you know, it cleaned every card.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, you might shoot 5 shots, you might shoot 10, but you clean between every damn card.
Mm-hmm. The gun's easier to clean when you clean it often too. You know, you don't lay it up and it don't foul as hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I found out that them scrubbing bubbles, they clean them guns pretty good.
Do a fine job.
Well, Dave, you was there for all 4 days. You were the first one here and the last one to leave. So you got to have some highlights to talk about here tonight.
I do. I think the food was really good. I think the friendship was outstanding, and the laughing and fun and the jabbing was pretty good. It was well worth the admission, and I'd do it again tomorrow.
Maybe not tomorrow, but
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Come on down.
yep,
Welcome anytime, Dave.
Anytime.
If it wouldn't be 8 hours one way, it'd be different. But
Yeah.
and it's not the 8 hours. It's when you're driving down there, your GPS just goes bananas. It doesn't. I mean, it just stops moving, and then you come to a Y in the road, and you don't know whether to go right or left. And then you drive, and then your GPS comes on for 1 second, and it says, take the next U-turn. So you know you made the wrong turn. So It is a little difficult, but I think the next time I would do better. But I did have a lot of laughs. I came down to watch people shoot, and I did do that. And then they did a lot of shooting.
You shot too.
I did. I did. It's not that I didn't, but I wanted to watch the BR shoot, and I think that you should have a CZ challenge next year, and a Savage challenge, and maybe a 52 Winchester challenge. You know,
I'm still looking for a Winchester
Yo.
52D.
oh what?
52D.
Justin and Chad have them all.
No, no. But I know somebody that's got a D, and he's sitting on this panel, and his name starts with a D.
No,
He's probably got 5 of them.
No, oh no. I
He
have
also
5.
he also has a E.
Yeah. An E.
Those are rare.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Real rare.
Hey,
Single shot.
Hillbilly, take us back to that boomstick comment about when it's time to clean.
Oh.
I have to call BS on this because boomstick, you have about every 22 rifle in your collection that's known to man. If somebody comes out with a challenge and requires a specific rifle, you have that rifle. So
And scope and ammo.
yeah, I don't think you get rid of them.
Him and Nibs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason we can't find stuff.
Yep. And Helping Man says he's a clean freak. He's got to keep them clean. So yeah,
Well,
Hasbro is Hasbro's gimping on the keyboard. He had a boo boo today. He mashed his finger pretty good in a barrel vise, and I tried to tell him he was supposed to put the barrel in the vise, not his finger. But
I'm not that smart.
I ain't heard the whole story, but somehow he blamed it on me, and I don't know what's going on.
Well, I was putting together for the channel a new BCA precision bolt action, and I'm not doing it. I'm starting with it not cheap, and I'll probably go totally stupid. That's my pattern. I'll end up with a white oak armament barrel on there at some point in time, but it's starting off with a narrow precision barrel. That shouldn't be too bad. But we're going to see what just turned it to a bolt action. I'll single feed them probably too. And It should be pretty good, you know. But one of the things I'm wondering about, if you guys know how this works, right? You still use an AR barrel that's got the gas port drilled in it. So sooner or later, that's going to turn into solid carbon. Every time that bullet goes by, it's going to hit a nice little chunk of carbon. It's going to be different than the rest of that barrel. Will it affect it? I don't know. I'm thinking I need a barrel that's not drilled.
Yeah.
So they make JB Weld for it, buddy.
oh, there's my challenge. There's my challenge right there. It just popped up, boys. John Kirkpatrick says, "Make the challenge tough." Springfield 2020 matchup. I'm good. I'm game.
Chad win by default. He'll be the only entry.
I'm game.
Justin's
game.
barrel service. You're going to be busy, Justin.
No, mine's not been rebarreled.
No, just
Crown.
re-crown.
Crown.
Yeah, just crowned. Yeah, Boomstick says have a Monarch challenge.
I want to see you do a Stevens 15A challenge. I got one's brand new, and I still can't hit the side of a barn with it. Brand new. I mean, it was never fired. So.
Helping Man says CZ with a little barrel's tough to beat. Yep, I've seen a few of those. Seen a few of those shooting real good.
We figured that out Sunday.
Yep. It showed up pretty good on Sunday.
Yep. So Hasbro came in and put his CZ in the precision class Sunday at our original match, our hometown match. So he entered precision class with his CZ 457 Lilja barrel, and he came in 1 point below the high score in unlimited.
Wow.
the unlimited guns shot a high of 239 with 15 X's, and Hasbro shot a 238.
Wow.
Good shooting, Hasbro.
Yep.
Good
Yeah,
shit.
actually, yeah, but the crazy thing, Chad, that 238 was the semi-auto. 237 was my CZ.
So you were 2 points with the CZ, but
Yeah.
1 point with the semi-auto. That's
Isn't that
ridiculous.
something?
Yeah.
There was a cheat going on there somewhere, and I know what it was. I didn't catch you. I didn't catch you, but you were disqualified.
Okay.
So, and yeah, well, you know that little plate you had on the bottom there that's 3 inches wide.
You mean the
Back rider.
adapter for an ARCA plate? Same
Yeah.
width as the stock.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, somebody told me you had a wide one on there.
No. Same width as the
Okay.
stock.
Okay. I thought you had one of Dave's 3 inch wide plates on the bottom of there.
No, I'd like to think about it, but I hadn't.
Jeremiah asked me, Justin, he's like, "Can I use one of those?" And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, I saw that Hasbro guy was using one." He's like, "It seems like that helped him a lot." And I was like, "If he used one of those, I didn't see it."
No, you can see it in your videos. You can see my gun sitting on the rack in the background.
Oh yeah, I'd
It's
have
not
noticed.
wider. It's
Yeah,
not
I
wider.
would have noticed it.
Well,
But
But
the only thing special about that gun is I put it in that MDT field stock, and that is a really good stock chassis system. And then I put a kit barrel on it. It's a Brownells bolt and receiver, and I've had really good luck with Brownells bolts and receivers in 1022s. And then it's a BX trigger, unmodified.
I really like the looks. I like the looks of that stock. But me and Dave were talking earlier. I got one fault with it, and Lead Fever put out a video today. He put one on his Savage, and the only place that his action touches is at the action screws. He can he took a decal and run it all the way around the action, and that action's not touching that chassis anywhere. I would rather have a bedded action.
Disappears and
Yeah,
all
I guess you could bet it.
Yep.
That's
well,
why
Chad,
they get you weld. Tell them, Hillbilly.
yeah. And I'll tell you one thing about like that plate that Hasbro had on. So my uncle did this. He likes messing with people, but we used to be in a gun club. We shot every week, for 12 gauge for competition. And man, there was one week he was on fire. He just couldn't miss. And anyways, a bunch of people standing around like, "Man, you're really doing good, Doc." And he goes, "Man, it's these Bill Dance polarized sunglasses." He said, "Man, you can see those birds real well." The next week, everybody there had Bill Dance polarized sunglasses on. It had nothing to do with it. He was just messing with them.
Had to drive 100 miles to find a pair.
Yeah.
Hasbro, Helping Man wants to know the build specs on your semi-auto, buddy.
Well, the one I was shooting that day was, like I say, an MDT field stock, kid barrel, kid bolt, and kid receiver, and then a BX trigger. And then I had a Archon SH4 Gen 2 on it, scope-wise. But
What ammo did
that's
you
all.
run through that?
I'm sorry, Center X. Yeah, Center X.
Center X. It's a hammer, that's for sure.
And that's
So
good when you get a semi shooting like that, man. That's impressive, buddy.
And it was all out of the magazine, right? I didn't even. You can single feed them, just pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
So Justin, what do you got to talk about from the weekend?
We've had a real good time. We, of course, didn't capture it all on video, but we were enjoying ourselves too much to film everything. I guess we filmed a video for Hillbilly that will be coming out soon. I guess the hard seltzer challenge we did. So
That was good.
Looking forward
yeah.
to seeing that. That's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
Billy, did you manage to get those downloaded?
Yeah, I'll have to talk to Hasbro. There's a little bit I was having some trouble with. I'll talk to him, but I wanted to wait. Like, there's so much going on. Your guys' videos coming out, and then 4th of July. So I was gonna wait a little bit, and I'll get that all edited and get it sent back out to everybody. So
It's probably about the last
good
full
stuff.
video. Yeah.
Well, when you do that, you need to explain really good in there why we shot those hard seltzers, that we were entered in a prize contest, because I have a controversial comment over on my channel about why in the hell did I shoot at a soda can at 50 yards with a
Unlimited target rifle.
an unlimited target rifle. They said their 10-22 could have done that. And
Well,
the fact
yeah,
that I was sitting in a one-piece rest and wasn't even touching the rifle, there's no skills involved. And I was like,
Yeah,
well, obviously you've never read Wind before. And I said, why don't you take your 10-22 to the next ARA match you can find and let me know how you do.
So people like that, they just need to go pound sand.
Hey, Billy, you went quiet, buddy.
Huh?
I heard him.
The guy commenting.
Don't know what's happening. We got no sound.
I can hear. Or nobody hear me?
I hear him.
Yeah.
Lost everybody.
Oh,
It's
thank
you, Chad.
It's you, Jed.
Can you hear us now, Chad?
Everybody's go dead.
You had somebody complaining. I can't believe they
No
complained that
sound.
I shot it with a 54 caliber flintlock at 25 yards.
I'll tell you. I mean, Chris Lang put out a video. He shot them hard seltzers all the way from the 50 yard out to the 100 yard. Like 10 or 20 hard seltzers? I forget. That was a good video.
That dude would lose his mind to see what I shot it with.
We need Dave to shoot him at 200 yards with his new gun.
Yeah, so
He can do it.
Justin, that was just no skill, buddy. I mean, that was just, anybody could do that.
Yeah.
Anybody could shoot a seltzer can at 100 yards with a 4.16 Barrett.
One thing you gotta learn: people make comments like that. Most usually they don't even have a video on their channel.
Oh, they did. No, they didn't. Neither one of them.
They're keyboard warriors, and it's probably somebody that's 12 years old. More than likely, or lived in their mama's basement. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely. I mean, it's a hard seltzer challenge. It's not. I mean,
Just enters in for a drawing. So shooting has his flintlock. That's pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what about Brandon Hasbro? Where's he at tonight?
He was off with some of his friends doing something else. He said he was going to try, but he didn't think he could make it tonight. But he does want to.
So let's go ahead and shout Brendan out, because he was with us all weekend. He was inspired by all of us YouTubers to start his own YouTube channel. And his first video was filmed at Justin's range. And Elijah Savage actually edited the video. If you don't know Elijah, that's Elijah from Day at the Range. But he filmed the video and took it home and edited it for him and sent it to him so he could post it as his first video. And that first video went out today. So Hasbro, why don't you put a link out in the side chat, and you guys go over and check out Brendan. So this is Hasbro's nephew, and he's just getting his feet wet with YouTube. So there he is, at General Reaper 64. General Ripper. Yep.
Well, it's surprising me there was
playing his PS5 right now.
But for our first video, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It
So
surprises me there were 63 other people at General Ripper that he had to do 64.
64.
There.
so yeah, go check out the video. He done something that most kids his age would not do. And hell, I'm 47 years old. I don't know if I'd have done it because I could have got a lot of money out of it.
KFW out there, Kentucky Farms, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah.
I tell you something about that kid is he works hard. He works his butt, but since a very young kid, his papa, the one I built that rifle for, instilled to him, save his money. And he has more money than most kids could imagine at that age. And he's just worked his butt off and keeps doing it, saving his money.
Yep.
He's a smart kid.
Well, he's got a little less now.
One of these days he'll get married and
He'll be all gone.
he'll have to work twice as hard.
Well, so that goes.
He is an awesome, outstanding young man. Very polite, very well mannered, and I look forward to watching his YouTube adventure because he's going to do good. So, John Kirkpatrick says, I just built a similar setup 1022 with a field top. It's so much fun. 1022s can be made to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I have done it. George, the cat's got something it wants to say. I keep hearing it.
Yeah, man. She'll speak when she gets ready, I guess.
Helping Man says, I also have a cabinet full of OEM stocks and CD barrels. We lost count. So, man, the whole weekend was just awesome for me.
Good, Rick. There we are.
You try to plan out something like that, and it did not go as planned. It went better than planned. And like what I was saying earlier, we got to having so much fun that the cameras kind of got pushed to the side, and it was a whole lot less stressful just enjoying ourselves, shooting, spending time with each other, and not worrying about getting the next video clip. We had a good time, and I think that the videos that we got from the outing was enough. If you can't figure out what kind of weekend we had by watching those 3 videos, then you won't. I posted a video this morning. Hasbro's got one that's very recent on his channel, and Elijah at Day at the Range has got one that's very recent on his channel. So I encourage you to go check out those videos. And Kentucky Firearms, we shot in Pike County, Kentucky, and we went to Justin's private range, which is in a small area called Belfry, Kentucky. And we didn't go to my range because it's open to 140 some members, and we just figured there may be too much traffic in and out, so we went to Justin's range and shot where we could have the privacy of the range and not have to worry about people coming in on us. And we had one heck of a time. I mean, one heck of a time. Elijah was a good sport. He hung around after he got beat. But yeah, we're going to start doing that once a year, and I'm gonna move it next year to a different time of the year. It's probably going to be in the spring. I have one day, Friday it was. Me and Dave got out early and started shooting, and it wasn't so bad. But as the day went on, it got hot, and Mr. Dave about got down on me. I sent him the I sent him to go get something to eat so that we wouldn't have to pack our gear up at the range. He left to go to get us something to eat, and he never came back. And I was worried about him, so I started calling, which he'd been gone for about an hour or so. And as I started calling, he came through the gate, and he got out of the car, and he's like, "I'm done. I can't take the heat." So the place that I sent him to get food was a little dairy bar, and you got to stand outside in line to order your food. And he was standing there in the heat waiting to place his orders, and he started feeling bad. So he got back in his car, went to Wendy's, and sat down in Wendy's in the air conditioning, and ate his lunch without me, of course. But he brought me something back, and he's like, "Chad, I'm gonna have to go to the hotel room, cool down." He said, I can't. I'm feeling bad." But he got to cool down, and he got his old man nap, and he was on point the rest of the weekend. So he says he's getting sleepy now. So yeah, he has to have an old man nap. So we was talking about earlier that he's 75 and he gets around like a 45-year-old man. That's true, because he made an 8-hour trip down here. He shot with me for 4 days, made an 8-hour trip home, and now he's still not in Pennsylvania. He's over in New York at his hunting camp, mowing grass and cutting weeds, getting ready for the upcoming hunting season. So the man never lays down. He's just on the go all the time. So I hope that when I'm 75 years old that I can get around as good as Dave Gardner.
Yep. Yeah. We definitely know what Justin's going to look like at 75, ain't we? Oh, Justin, yeah. He's always going too.
Yep. Well, I was sitting there as I was saying that, I was kind of thinking, Justin Lowe's the same way. He never stops. So, George, you've seen the videos. What do you think about our weekend, buddy?
Oh, looked awesome to me, buddy. Every bit of it.
I know you gave us some hard advice earlier, and Hasbro probably needed it worse than I did. But anytime you shoot a cold bore shot, instead of going back to your original point of aim, just shoot at the cold bore shot you just hit. Yep. You would have had some hurts there, Hasbro.
Yeah, I thought about that too late.
Jim Camp told me a long time ago. He said that first shot is free. He said where the other four go is what matters.
Yep, that's true.
So,
Dave, you didn't give me that advice. You were too busy laughing.
Helping man.
I was.
Helping man. It won't be at Belfry next year. It will be actually at our range. I've already talked to our club president, and I'll be reserving the range for the get together, and okay. It will be by invite only. And if you're invited, then you will be given an invitation, and you'll show your invitation at the gate, and you'll be able to get through the gate to come in. I can't open it up to everybody because we only have 8 shooting benches at our range, and in order to keep it safe and be able to watch over and manage everybody and make sure everybody's demonstrating good gun etiquette and gun safety, the most that I'll be able to invite each year would probably be 10 to 12 people, and each year it may be somebody different because next year Hasbro might not be able to come, but he has to. Because
Hasbro, you're coming.
He has to come.
He has to.
Because
he got the trophy. See?
Yeah. So that was part of the deal. This is going to be an annual event, and we're going to have it in the spring, so it's not so hot. But we're going to do kind of the same thing we did this year, and we'll have a shoot where it's just us YouTubers on Saturday. And on Sunday, we'll have a regular scheduled match where any of our locals that want to come and meet, they can come and shoot in the match. And anybody's welcome to come and shoot the match. So we will open it up to the public on the Sunday with a match. But Hasbro has to come back because the 2 trophies that we had this year was for the high score and the second high score. And the deal is you have to come back next year because whoever gets the highest score and the second highest score next year at the match, that the previous year has to forfeit the trophy, kind of like a homecoming queen, homecoming.
You got to win to keep it.
You got to win to keep the crown, and if you don't win, you got to pass the crown on. So, so we got something started here, and every year we're going to pass the trophy. So,
and I got plans for that trophy too. By the way, it's going to look like the Indy 500 trophy, where we just keep adding layers down below. Everybody's name's going to stay on it.
Yeah, he
Put
says
another
like
tier on it each time.
Yeah, we're gonna engrave it and have it done.
Helping Man says so. It's like the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So when we get this organized for the spring of the year, I'll let everybody know when it's going to be. And if you want to make the trip on the Sunday and come and shoot in a match with us and meet these fine folks that come, then absolutely do that. But the Saturday portion of it will be a closed range so that we can get our videos made and all that. So it worked out well that way this year. So it'll be one day of closed range and one day where you can shoot a match that's open to the public. And I think that worked out great this time. And if you want to come early, like Dave did, Dave came in on Thursday. I spent Thursday evening, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday with Dave. And we had a blast.
We did have a good time.
Yep.
Great time.
Absolutely.
I hope I get invited next year.
Hasbro also had a handicap. So he drove all the way to Kentucky and didn't bring the magazines to his guns.
It's true.
So
I had to use magazines that Chad had been filing on. He gave me, here, try this.
I had to loan my rival magazines to shoot against me.
So next year I'll do that to you, Chad. I'll give you one of my mags. It'll be special.
Yep. So Helping Man says it's only 5 hours for him to come, and he will bring his own flags.
Ooh.
I've
been looking for those flags, Dave. The one you had on the bench.
Somebody shot mine.
I know somebody might be making them, Has.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You going to fix me up?
Yeah, maybe.
You still have my Benchrest, by the way.
I noticed you shot
tried
off
all
my
weekend
wrist.
unsuccessfully to buy his Benchrest.
Yeah.
What's he holding up?
Who?
Oh, nothing. I thought you was holding something up.
No.
Oh no, I was looking at the comments here. Chad Kelly says he's got to jump off. Still has a few things finished for bed. Good night, Chad Kelly. Helping Man says he has CZ magazines too. Well, just make sure you bring them. That's the key.
It's really funny you said that. When I was living in Arkansas, going to school down there, they can hunt with dogs. For deer season, they can run dogs, and there was a group of about 15 people hunting together. Because, you cover different roads with ridges and stuff, so you put people out and stuff. So one feller, he was getting up there in years. And anyway, he loaded his ammo and all that stuff up in the truck the evening before. Got out there and he forgot his gun and his rifle. And luckily somebody had one. And so the next morning we met up, before daylight, and like somebody asked, said, "You remember your gun this time?" He goes, "Got it right here." And they're like, "Well, something I forget they were talking." He goes, "Damn, I left my ammo at home." Luckily somebody had some. Oh man. Yeah, I know that was really funny that happened.
I had an uncle that was getting ready to go hunting one time, and he drove like 2 hours to where he hunted, and he got he got looking. When he got out of the truck, he had one boot and one tennis shoe on, and drove for 2 hours like that.
So back up in the comments, Hillbilly made a comment there. You guys, if you didn't know it, at 5 o'clock Eastern time today, a lot of people in the 2A community drop videos at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they hashtagged it with Let Freedom Ring. And so you guys go to YouTube and check out all those great videos that people took time to put out today. The goal was to just flood the YouTube with 2A content, and
To
I've
disrupt the
seen a lot.
algorithms.
Yeah, I've seen a lot go out so far. I haven't got a chance to watch them all, but I've seen a lot of good videos come out. Rimfire Dave's needing to jump off and go to bed. So go ahead and Dave, tell us what you got going on, and you can tell everybody goodbye.
I'm going to mow grass.
Okay.
Good night, all. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thanks for
Good night,
coming in,
Dave.
everybody.
Not
It's
Dave.
good to see you again.
They got a lot of work ahead of them. They had to work all day getting the lawnmower fixed today. I said, how much? I said, how much grass to get mowed? He said, I didn't get any mowed. We just now got the mower fixed.
I made a video this morning, one of the Let Freedom Ring videos. I got the 300 blackout. I had a little gong out there at 100. And I done a mag dump on that little gong. And I turned back around and turned my camera off, and my phone on that tripod. I reached back there and I turned the camera off. Come in here to download the video and do all that. And I looked and I had two pictures. One where I turned the camera on and one where I turned
Edit camera mode.
Yep.
Done that before.
Oh no.
Well, you should have done it again. 300 blackout. 300 blackout's cheap enough.
Yeah.
Don't we call that pulling a hillbilly?
Exactly. Yeah.
Or is that just the microphone?
I've definitely done that. And I got one video that I spent a lot of time shooting like stuff inside a microwave, and the camera at the microwave was working, but the one up by me was not. and I can't recreate it because I shot up the microwave, so it's like just it was a good video that will never be seen, And I seen Chris Lang said he forgot to put the hashtag in. Buddy, you can go back and put that hashtag in too, and it'll still pop up there. Hashtag Let Freedom Ring. But
There was a lot of stuff that happened last weekend that didn't get filmed, and it was way too cool. We can't even talk about, but there was a lot more fun to be had than what was seen on.
We
camera.
played some golf.
Oh,
We
yeah.
did. We did
With
do
the
that.
Just had to be
driving
there for it.
Justin was king of the long drive.
Yeah. He drove the golf ball to card.
Yep.
so like no, the guy that had the GoPro on his body the whole time, or would have, then everybody would just kind of stayed away from him anyhow. Kind of like they say in the NFL, they used to mic up somebody, and they said when you're mic'd up, it sucked because you'd walk over to everybody and everybody would leave because they didn't want to get caught on live mic.
We had some good times. I vow that this year, Chad, we have it catered. That way I don't have to do the cooking. That way I can shoot more.
Let's go buy one. Let's go buy one of those 7-foot long Subway subs.
I have been known to haul a smoker with me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just making
smoker going.
I was just making notes for next year. So Hasbro is cooking.
Smoker. Pulled pork or brisket, either one.
Brisket is what I was thinking.
Well, if it's brisket, we got about 11-hour job to do, but it's amazing.
You'll be rolling down the road and smoking.
Yeah, people are right.
There's only one thing about a smoker. It's going to attract people. They drive by and smell it, and we turn around and start pulling in.
There you go. We got to do a smoker and an ice maker. That's what
I got a little electric smoker back, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. Man, that thing, I thought electric smoker ain't gonna be worth a shit. I'm telling you what, buddy, it'll do as good as anything.
Yep.
I'll tell you one thing that we do that you guys might want to think about. A lot of times, well, we do it at deer camp too, but like when we're trap shooting privately, take just one of those tripod, hangers, and throw a Dutch oven on there, and you can cut up sausage, vegetables, whatever, and just put some olive oil in there and stuff, and put the lid on it, and just let that sit there and cook for hours. And anytime somebody's hungry, they just go there and take the lid off and fill up their bowl. And you can do the same thing with chili, one day or whatever. But yeah,
we used to do that at deer camp. We had a big old pot or kettle. What you call it, kettle?
Yeah,
kind of
like
Dutch oven. It was about 30 gallon. I don't remember. But we keep it going all weekend. You just keep that pot going. You might kill a rabbit, throw the rabbit in there. You know what I mean? Just keep it going.
Hillbilly, why do you think we invited you? I mean, you could have been
Kentucky
the whole weekend.
Burgoo.
It's not for the high point shooting. We didn't invite you for that.
Yeah. Nobody else had high points, so you guys could have competed with me.
So Helping Man's been looking for an invite to the next one, and he's trying to earn one here. Look, I think he's volunteering to bring pulled pork.
He's right. He's right. It can be done and heated up. Yeah. In fact, it's better the second day. Well, the smoke kind of keeps going through it.
I'll tell you one thing: you invite a fat boy like me, there's going to be food. I'm going to make sure there's food.
I'll hand off cooking duties to anybody that wants it.
There you go. Chad needs them. That way we keep him off the shooting range and we'll win more.
Yeah, boys, the blind squirrel gets in there every once in a while.
Yeah. The sun was definitely shining on Chad, on Cheesehead.
Chad's like, why does everybody call me Cheesehead now?
I think it might stick.
It could. It did that weekend.
Yeah.
Well, I did that video for Elijah. I called him Watermelon Head. I couldn't remember what Elijah called him, and that's what popped into my head, in my mind at the time.
I don't know how bad it is, but he says he got in so much trouble when he went home. His wife was so furious.
I guess when he's editing the video, she heard it,
about him calling me Cheesehead and stuff. She's like, you went down there and was so disrespectful. And I was like,
he's probably getting smacked in the back of the head right now.
He got in trouble. I said, Well, it's pretty bad that you got beat on your own call out and you got put in the doghouse. Mr. Bob Dobalino, they'll post us, what did he miss? And Mr. Bob Dobalino says, you missed everything, but there's time to reload. Yep. So
Elijah's a barrel of fun to be around. He's a hoot.
Dale, the best thing about these is you can always watch them later. We just going over some highlights of our shooting last weekend and talking about what a good time we had, and we're thinking about putting one together for next year and doing an annual shoot. And I was just sitting here thinking, KFW was asking where we shot at.
Yeah, he's in Kentucky.
Man, there ain't no reason why we can't throw a Kentucky shoot together sometime and get George and KFW, and there's no pros in Kentucky. There's several people that we could get a Kentucky shoot together with.
Yep.
Well, and then we can go into enemy territory too, because Elijah has this place near him, near Dayton. That's like a shooting destination. They have campgrounds. They got all hotels all around it, all this sort of stuff. And you can just rent a whole bay, and we could do that kind of stuff too, where we don't have people coming up on us.
There's also a shooting destination downtown Dayton, Ohio.
I mean, yeah, we heard of that.
They're 2A friendly. They're shooting going on all the time downtown.
Yeah, you shoot from your car.
Yeah, traveling. Yeah.
Oh! Wait a minute. Helping man, I'm sitting here making a list out for next year. I got your name at the top of it. Because church dinners, that would be chicken and dumplings, wouldn't
it? Dang right.
Yeah, you're invited. You are invited.
Well, Billy, you're out.
Yeah. Yeah. I just gonna show up with some cans of ravioli anyhow.
What's that, George?
Wasn't that you said something about burgoo a while ago?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a Kentucky thing.
Yep.
Burgoo and barbecue.
Most people don't even know what it is.
Look it up.
We go over the midline and get mutton.
Rustic Rimfire says he's not too far from Dayton.
Cool.
If you guys want to do a real Kentucky shoot, you need to watch Sergeant York and be shooting them V's and them tie you up a turkey behind the log.
Yeah.
I actually have a Sergeant York shoot in Tennessee.
Shooting.
Now, we need to be burning black powder and doing real Kentucky windage.
Yeah.
Here, boys. He really wants an invite.
Oh, you're already in helping, man.
He's already building the menu for next year.
Look at that. Pineapple upside down cake. It's all
this
coming
worked out great for me.
Yeah.
I don't have to cook. I can shoot.
Problem with that is this diet I'm on, I've not been eating much bread, potatoes, or pasta.
Yeah.
I'm not on your diet.
He'll eat yours.
Yeah.
I'll eat that pulled pork though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All that food talk he's jumped up to #1 crown.
Yeah.
If I can just get somebody to mow the grass now, Chad, I'll have it made.
Where's Ron 2A at? I thought Ron 2A Matters had the cooking channel.
Yeah. I need somebody to mow grass.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Does anybody mow grass? When you get somebody mow grass, we might throw you on the invite list too. Justin said he don't want to mow grass for next year.
It is Eastern Kentucky, so there's growing of it anyway. I got a buddy. Did I tell you that story? I don't think I told you that story. When I was flying out of Louisville, he flew for the Civil Air Patrol, and he'd fly over Eastern Kentucky. And he came back several different times with bullet holes in his wings. You don't fly over grow sites and still sites.
Yeah. Yep. Helping man said just hire some goats.
Yeah.
They leave little muzzleloader pellets.
Hey, Justin.
What's that?
Justin, I got this all figured out. Whatever day we decide to reserve the range next year, we're going to make sure it's not me and you on the mowing schedule that week. Because I control the mowing schedule at the gun range. So,
There you
we
go.
can work that out.
Oh.
Oh, Chris Lane's looking for an invite. Look here. He says he's mowed grass all evening.
Every
Chris.
morning we expect it to be like a lawn.
Chris, I'm going to say that the grass in Texas is a lot different than this Kentucky bluegrass.
The grass
You
in
put-
Kentucky's green.
Pretty safe.
Tumbleweeds don't count, Chris.
He's got cactuses instead of grass.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I need some help from you guys.
What's going on, Hans?
I've got some of the video to go back on, but I need a list of all of Elijah's excuses from the weekend. Because after I'm done putting those logos on those tumblers, I'm going to put some of Elijah's excuses all the way around the bottom of it.
Okay.
Did you not order Boomsticks books
Book
of
of excuses.
Yeah.
They're all in there.
They were rolling. There were a lot of rolling when he was shooting against Chad. I'm telling you what. I probably have enough for a couple mugs on that shoot alone.
Chris says, okay, I meant weeds. He's been mowing weeds. So, I don't recall him having a lot of excuses. He actually owned up to most of it.
Oh, you were busy shooting. We were listening and
I
heckling.
was in the zone.
Mostly heckling, but
I was
The
in the
video
zone.
I think Chad had more excuses than anybody.
that's true.
Listen,
Hey, Chad was having a lot of trouble with that VR route.
you didn't get to see all the edited part where I was picking the chambers out of the muzzle and the
Failure
rounds on
fires
it.
and
I was picking rounds out of the breech because they wouldn't go off, and
He was picking them like
Dave chambered it to where it won't extract unless it's fired. So,
he
yeah.
was picking them like that thing's a banjo. I mean, he was after.
I
it was
think I
fired
got
about
it
a
fixed.
50% success rate.
I think I got it fixed.
The funny thing is, he did all this work. He gets it going. It shot 3 shots. Like, yeah, I got it fixed. Nope.
The barrel was cooling off while he was fighting with it. It was amazing that he beat Elijah with that gun, the way it was acting.
I shot 30 rounds out of it flawlessly after
Did you?
After you cleaned it?
Yeah. And I
Can you
shot
hit
30 I shot 30 rounds of the Ely that it wouldn't fire, and it run flawlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get
rounds
those
did
bolt
you
shims for that gun?
Well, the problem was
The bolt was hitting the stock.
the
One, wasn't it?
well, if you torque the back action screw too tight, then it puts some odd pressure on the action to where the bolt wouldn't. It was binding up the bolt, so I had to put some spacers underneath the action screws because the way Dave made that rifle, it now has a floor plate. So when it pulled the action screw post down to the floor plate, it was too tight. So I had to put some spacers to where when you torque it up, everything's tight, but it's not too tight. And then I took the bolt apart and cleaned it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Somebody had greased the inside of the bolt with some really thick grease, and it was just attracting everything in there. It was awful.
We were oiling it up, trying to get it in there just to help it.
So I took it completely apart, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, cleaned it. I polished the bolt, and I also polished the firing pin channel with some 220 sandpaper, and put it all back together. Went outside, shot 30 rounds through it flawlessly.
Well,
so
it shot flawlessly when you switched the bolt too, didn't you?
Yes, that's why.
Do you remember you doing that?
That's why I knew the problem was in the bolt, because I took the bolt out of my FV and stuck it in the VR, and it ran.
Yeah,
So I knew the problem was with the bolt.
that was a good catch.
Yeah. So Rimfire just uploaded a hard seltzer challenge.
Awesome.
So
I turned one into a pancake.
You did.
yes, that was probably all right. Real quick, here's my new intro, guys. To next week when we do our intro. This is my new intro. It's 1:15. So let's watch this real quick because I want you to see the very end of it. And this is Hasbro's shot at the hard seltzer, and it's in slow mo, and it is awesome.
I can't wait.
And that is what a flintlock will do to a hard seltzer can.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, when that lead ball hits, it flattens really fast and dumps its energy.
Justin shot one with a 416 Barrett, and it didn't do nothing like that.
I think it
on the top of the can.
He grazed the very top edge of the can, and it opened it just like he took a can opener.
I think it was the sonic boom going by that opened that can up.
Yeah. He may not even hit it.
In one of the videos, but they ain't none of them shooting it though, are they?
What's that, George?
Your 416. I said I thought I seen it in a video, but I didn't see nobody shooting it.
Oh yeah.
Brandon's new video that
You
came
need
out
to go.
today. He shoots it, and then I shot a hard seltzer with it.
You go check out Brendan's new YouTube channel, and you'll see it. Hasbro.
I think it's in Elijah's video too, in the end of it.
Yeah. I can find that comment.
General Ripper 64 or something other.
Yep.
Yeah. General Ripper 64. Go check out General Ripper 64 on the YouTube, and you'll see him shooting his Xbox One with a 416 Barrett at 100 yards.
Yeah, I shot one that last video with that 350 Legend, and I didn't know where the can went, but when I was editing and did slow mo, like it threw parts of it like way up in the woods, because I went down there, I didn't even see a can, and it's amazing what those things. That one with that slug or that flint rock, that was just amazing the way it destroyed that can.
I like to shoot one with a 17 Remington or a 204.
Yeah.
Or that new rifle that George is playing with at 22-243.
Lord, yeah. 30-some hundred feet per second. Woo.
Yeah.
What kind of target velocity are you trying to get to, George?
I was kind of wanting around 38, but I got to 30. What was it? 36.95.
Yeah.
36.95. 3 shots right in a row. Zero SD.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So
I don't see why you couldn't get that to $4,000 with a 55 grain bullet.
probably
A
can.
243 with a 58 grain you can get to $4,000.
Yeah, but I was just using that one powder, 48
Right.
30. If I go to a faster powder, I can for sure do it.
Yeah.
But I got the pressure. I got the pressure at 48.2, so I backed it out 48.1,
Primer
0.
really good.
Isn't there a bullet there? It seems like I seen a video. They're sticking a 22 Magnum in a 5.56, and it's shooting like 4,000 foot per second.
35 grain bullet.
Yeah, okay, was it?
You can get
Yeah,
going
I've
that
got
fast.
some over there. That I don't
Grace.
for sure. I don't think those. Hell, I might try it though. I've got them.
There's 35 grain flat base.
That twist, the RPM would just be
Peel it apart.
crazy, man. It'd be like 40,000 or some shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are past our hour and 30-minute mark, and real quick, let's go around the room. But before we do, y'all don't jump off. If you didn't get a chance to watch the Fire Footworks display and you wasn't here for the entry of this video, in closing of this video, I'm going to play one last time the fireworks display that I videoed from Justin's last night. So at the end of this video, we're going to close out showing you guys some fireworks that I videoed. But George, what do you got coming up, buddy?
A little bit more 22 243, and then I got like 4 more challenges to do on the 22s that were sent to me today. So got a little bit of 22 and 22 243 content coming.
Justin, what do you got coming up?
Not a whole lot. Helping Bruce out with his deck this weekend, trying to get it put back together.
All work, no play, buddy.
All work, no play this weekend.
Yep. You shot trap this afternoon.
Yeah, shot 2 rounds of trap.
One. I wondered if you got a second round in. I figured everybody was about ready to leave. And you got that.
Shot the last one by myself.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did that left side malfunction?
What's that, Has?
Did that left side malfunction?
No, it's doing fine.
Son of a gun.
All right, Hasbro, what you got coming up?
Well, I'm going to go play at the lake for a couple of days. And when I get back, I'm going to get back up there on that hillbilly project that hurt me. Bolt action 223. Well, bolt action AR. I'm just taking it. I'm just taking it at a different rate. I'm going to see because I know how good a couple of my ARs shoot, and I was hoping we'd have time. We never did get to it because I brought too many things to shoot. But I wanted Chad and Justin to shoot this one White Oak armament. I learned that one from Johnny's reloading bench. That combination, he was dead on. You just can't believe how good an AR can shoot. Well, now I want to do it bolt action. Get rid of that feed ramp kind of issue and just have fun with it.
You need a barrel not drill for a gas tube.
Yep. That's probably where I'll end up going with it.
Yep.
I'll special order
Just
one.
stick a drill bit in it and break it off. It'll be all right.
I'll be hanging down a little bit. Just make sure it's good.
Yeah, well, it'll shoot off.
Now, real quick, Hasbro, I took that shroud and everything off of that 350 Legend and showed the barrel, and it didn't have no gas tube in it.
How about the hole in the barrel?
Mine is not a Bear Creek barrel.
Yeah.
I bought just the action.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not going to use their barrels. I mean,
yeah,
their barrels are okay in general, but they're not going to be precise barrels. And I learned my lesson on the Grendel builds that I did, and so that's why I'm taking a different path. And I probably will have to get one not drilled. But they send it with a collar for that very reason. And the collar just goes over and you tighten up a couple sets of screws and it blocks it. It doesn't seal it though.
Yeah.
Because I'm cleaning the barrel. I had oil coming out the gas port. Or cleaning fluid, I should say. So anyway, we had a lot of fun. And then I do have to get ready for that next 22 contest and centerfire contest, but I think I got those are pretty much ready to go after you guys this weekend. I think that really helped me a lot get ready for the next shoot.
What do you think about our match Sunday, Has?
I loved it.
Yep.
The format was good. I didn't quite understand that it was. I thought we were going to shoot 3 targets of 25, and if I had understood we were shooting 1 target, I'd entered a couple more rifles and got in some more categories. But that's okay. You had enough people and enough stuff going on that probably would just been too much anyway. But I
Yeah, we
really
just
like
did
the
one
format.
target.
I like the target. The target is exactly the same as we shoot on the IBS target. It's just the scoring's different.
It's one
What would
ring
be
harder.
Yeah, so you have to hit a 10 in the center where that's just counting X's on the
Yeah.
other target, but the actual size of the ring is the same. So it just changes how you score points. So you're really scoring points instead of X's. So, um, but it was fun. I really liked the challenge and the facility. You guys have done awesome work. I know a lot of it's Justin and Chad doing that work, and that
Yeah,
is
more Justin than Chad.
a beautiful
More
setup.
Justin than Chad.
Good work.
All right, here, Billy, real quick, what you got coming up, buddy?
Ah, man. Of course, we got Guns, Beer, and Therapy tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. If you ain't done nothing, swing by and say howdy. Man, I want to say happy birthday, America. I mean, it's, one of my favorite times of the year is celebrate, our freedom. And I want to thank the men and women that sacrificed and their families so we can have the freedom that we have right now. And very thankful for that. We got more videos coming up. Man, I got a new scope in. I think we might get another bolt action AR. Good possibility of that. Got some more suppressor videos coming up. Yeah, just a lot of stuff. Unless it gets real hot, then I'm just going to stay in the air condition. So, but man, thanks a lot for having me here and doing this. I really enjoyed it. Always do. Great side chat, great panel.
You guys don't forget to get out there and shoot that hard seltzer challenge. Hillbilly's running that through the month of July, so you still got some time to get out there and shoot that challenge target.
Still plenty of time, and if you don't know anything about it, pretty much anything you have in your house, you can shoot that with. We got a pistol target. We got a BB gun target. We got a Benchrest target. Lever action. I mean, pretty much everything. So, everybody can get, entered in this. And, we're going to do some giveaways and stuff. But, it's not necessarily going to be like the best score or whatever. We're just, anyway, yeah, we're just going to have fun with this. That's what it's designed for, is everybody get out and have fun. And, hopefully it's something that everybody can do. So,
I still need to get out and shoot the Casul version of it. I want to see if I can get powder burns on the target.
All right. Well, real quick, I got a month's worth of videos. I'm going into August now with pre-scheduled videos. The next few videos that you see is going to be Justin. I think tomorrow we got a video releasing of him shooting his martini at the vintage target put out by MN Shooting Sports at 100 yards. And then Sunday we got a video coming out where he and I tested some Fiocchi Field Dynamics that the one and only Hillbilly sent us to try out. So that video is coming out on Sunday. Got the Hustler challenge coming out from MN Shooting Sports. Yeah, I'm going to try to get to the range tomorrow and shoot the Springfield 2020 again and do a final video. And I got a short in mind. Justin actually came up with the ideal. We're going to see if we can pull that off tomorrow and kind of bring the 2020 Springfield to a close. If you guys haven't seen those videos, go check them out. We have made a tremendous improvement in the accuracy of that rifle. Join us back here again next Friday for Let's Talk Benchrest. We'll be back on track next week. So,
Chad, before you finish, let me say one other thing. Couple things. That Fiocchi ammo has been known to make your gun shoot like a high point, so be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I hear. But then the second thing is, I wanted to give Chad a shout out. Now, Brendan was there having fun shooting my guns, my 22s. And when we got done, Chad had an FVSR, which is the 18-inch barrel. Is that right?
Yep.
I think 18-inch barrel. He sold that to my nephew for a really good price. And now he is and he shot it and was immediately shooting really well with it. And so, Chad, thank you. You helped him out and you get him hooked on Rimfire competition now. So thank you.
That's what it's about. That's how I roll.
Awesome.
Trying to get a new shooter. So yeah, Brandon's an excellent kid, and again, you guys go check out General Ripper 64. He just got started. Give the boy some subs, help him get started, give him a little bit of encouragement. I appreciate everybody being here tonight on the panel, and I definitely appreciate everybody in the side chat. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Don't forget, we're going to play this little video at the end, so don't jump off real quick. But enjoy these fireworks, and then we'll see you next week. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, all.
Good night, everybody. Happy Independence Day.
Happy 4th.